Crap. This did not go well. Yuri, he got away. With the Dons.
What? Are you serious?
The Sable Tech he's been stealing? She had more in her arsenal than I thought.
You told me you would take care of this. You told me not to worry.
I did, yes, and I screwed up. I'm sorry.
No more breaks. No more time off. I'm on this now. I'll call you when I've got a plan.
Crap. Great work, Pete. Just great.
Well, if Captain Watanabe wasn't angry enough already, now it looks like we're getting the full focus of that wrath.
Hey guys, it's me, obviously.
Really don't have time for this today, Screwball.
There's always time for great content, especially when it stars New York's favorite spider guy in a series of high-stakes life-or-death challenges. Come on, you know you want to join the fun. Don't keep my audience waiting.
Yes, just tickle me with excitement. I honestly cannot wait to hop and skip over to play some more of your annoying challenges. But before we do that, I'm going to actually go down and do Hammerhead's last mission now. I mean, if we're going to go get annoyed by Screwball, let's go annoy Hammerhead. You take something away from me, being the Mafia Dons, I guess. I'm going to take something away from you, being some more of your toys. I don't know, that metaphor really didn't play out. That play on words just didn't really go the way I expected to see it go. Either way, I'm just going to go beat you up, Hammerhead. That's what I want to do. And I'm going to start with your goons. I'm going to break your men, I'm going to break your toys.
Today, on Just the Facts, with J. Jonah Jameson, the Mafia are turning the streets of Manhattan into a gang war. Why, you ask? Because nobody listened to me when they had the chance. If we just cleaned up the city, returned to our collective senses, and run Spider-Man out of town, not necessarily in that order, then a psychopathic crime boss wouldn't be wrecking New York in some misguided pursuit of that same goal. Look, Hammerhead's impulse to take us back to a simpler time before any of us had heard of web shooters isn't wrong, but his methods are obscene. Attacking the police, terrifying citizens, the man gives simpler times a bad name. Like this infernal sodium-free beverage I'm being forced by the medical establishment to drink for my health gives soda a bad name. And meanwhile, where's our city's so-called savior, Spider-Man, in all this? I need to lay down.
I'm currently sitting on a rooftop listening to you, Jameson. However, I just remembered after he was prattling on for a while there, I just completely forgot. There was actually a podcast he was going on about earlier and we got cut off. So let's see if we can listen to it again.
We're here to talk about a hot-button issue today, folks. And that's crime boss Hammerhead. It turns out that petty argument at the Harlem Sanitarium was actually a Magia smackdown against this flat-topped flop. But here's the thing about Hammerhead, valued listeners. He might be an unhinged, rampaging cop killer who my assistant Jared keeps calling a beta, for reasons that I'm certain must be shark-related, but he has some interesting ideas. What's so wrong with pining for the good old days? Hammerhead wants to bring New York back to a time where people didn't get offended by everything, and spiders were just bugs you killed in your apartment, and I didn't have to take blood pressure medication. Now, if we could just stop him from destroying the city and its citizens in the process, wow, that would be great.
Flat Top Flop. I mean, it's a good name, but it's no nuclear forehead. I'm giving you that one. I'm surprised he's calling anyone the Flat Top Flop, since how everyone seems to call him Brush Top. Look at that, we've got a nice little Justice League going here, aren't we? But anyway, let's go crush, dismantle, and every other adjective that I can think of to Hammerhead's... Oh, well, we've got a crime. To Hammerhead's organisation, and then we'll go and see whatever Screwball has for us this time.
An execution? I've got to stop those Hammerhead thugs.
You gotta let me go, man. It was all him. I just watched. Knowing about it and doing nothing is just as bad, pal. No, I didn't know they were planning on stealing any fake bills until it happened.
It's cool. I'm sure your prison wear is going to be just as stylish as your suits.
So thanks, Spider-Man. That was close. I told my sister not to date that loser. You rock. Thanks, big guy.
You going to be okay?
You're okay. Yeah, I'm just a little shaken up. But thanks.
Man, you're welcome, but believe it or not, I can't believe I'm about to agree with a Hammerhead thug. But yeah, standing and watching somebody do something bad is just as bad as doing the crime itself. Well, I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch. I wouldn't say it's as bad, but...
Please proceed to Hell's Back. Over.
Seems like Hammerhead's thugs have found one of their targets. Should get on it.
Spider-Man! You come for Smash too?
Sorry guys, but you really gotta stop doing this.
Let's activate the defense shield as well. They got quite a few shots off there right at the start. I guess that's what I get for just jumping in willy-nilly and not surveying the action first. What can I say? I saw Hammerhead's men and I just instantly underestimated them.
That's everyone safe. I'll let the EMTs handle it from here.
Speaking of surveying the action, let's get up high and let's make sure there's no goons waiting for us at Hammerhead's location. The coast seems like it's clear. Let's get on in and let's just mantle the last of his base of operations.
Going down. MJ, made it into one of Hammerhead's operations. It looks like a distillery, but it's gotta be a front. I'd put my money on smuggling, like illegal weapons or fancy gangster hats.
You mean fedoras? I think that might almost be worse than the weapons. Let me know what you find.
Fedoras, right.
Great thinking on the boss's part. These new printers are making our lives way easier.
Didn't take a candy from a baby.
I mean, it's metaphor. We're technically making our own candy, right?
Yeah, right. You know what I meant.
Either way, we're giving ourselves 300% raises every day.
And I'm not complaining.
So we get to print our own money and make our own whiskey?
Yeah, just don't overdo it on the booze. Boss doesn't like us getting sloppy on the job.
Yeah. Boss get away with this whole thing anyway.
That's above my pay grade, bro. Probably paying city officials to keep their mouths shut.
Nice. But, where does the whiskey go?
You know, bars the boss owns or is friendly with.
Damn, he's got everything figured out. Feel like I can rest easy.
Well, if they're printing their own money, a more immature man would just go ahead and stick my butt on that photocopier and make all their bills come out with spider-shaped butt. But hey, that's what an immature man would do. So I'm going to attach the Spider Bro back up again because we have got to get hit an 85 hit combo. And that one is going to be difficult to do. I mean, hell, we couldn't hit a 65 one at the Sable base. So I'm not exactly holding out hope we're going to hit an 85 this time. But Spider Bro will definitely help with that combo. So let's get these guys split up, because the other thing I need to do is use 5 yankable objects. They're from above! Come on, boys, chase the spider. Come on, down you come. No, I want a few more around here. Few more. There we go. Look at that. All in one. Perfecto. Oh, it just tasted so good.
Put your drinks down and stop fighting!
Look at that guy who was trying to back up. He was actually trying to run away.
You all the Hammerhead HR.
Right, and do you know what? To make sure this combo doesn't get busted up, I'm going to try and make a conscious effort every time someone uses a gun or a rocket launcher to take them down immediately. Because it's always the guns and the rockets that hit me and break up my combos. And these guys with the whips aren't no better either. Yep, and you're going to continue to lose a whole bunch more. Oh! Didn't realize we had a big boy up here. Well, 42, we're halfway there, but then I've also just recognized my combo, so it's probably about to be broken.
Kill him before he destroys the printer!
Do you guys throw parties in here?
Whoa!
Totally throw parties in here.
Oh, I see some more guys with rockets. Yikes! But I also want to take out this big boy where I have the 2 finishers activated. Rightio, time for Spider Bro. Come on, I've got finishers for all of you. Just need to get another 20 combo, and we're good to go. Yikes! No! So close, damn whip boys. They always ruin it for me. Oh, we were doing so well. Just choked at the last moment.
Let's not tank our economy any further now, boys.
Well, if I can keep this combo going, all I've got to do is wait for Spider Bro to reactivate.
I encrypted that third file you sent me.
Cool.
Or I could just get punched again.
Important stuff.
Just keep doing what you're doing while I talk at you. It seems like the captain, Yuri's, got some baggage.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. There's some old police records here. Did you know she's a third-generation cop?
Huh. Runs in the family.
Kind of. Yuri's father was kicked off the force, convicted and imprisoned for accepting bribes. Magia bribes.
He was dirty?
Dirty as they come. Looks to me like Yuri's trying to make up for her dad's mistakes and taking the Magia down in the process.
Heavy. No wonder she's going so hard on this.
Yeah. I know I'm supposed to be writing about the Hammerhead fronts, but pretty compelling stuff. Call me back soon.
Stay out of our business.
Rightio, I'm nearly there, so I'm actually going to try and pay attention and get this one done. Yikes! And that guy is going to ruin it for me. I know it! I thought that I was so focused on the whip guy was going to ruin it for me, and it was the rocket that took me out instead. All that hard work wasted. And I'm going to take it out on these punks. God, that guy was standing there for so long and he just wouldn't hit me. And eventually went in to hit me right as I couldn't defend myself.
Just asking for a friend.
God, these guys are being a pain in my butt. Ow. And that was a huge pain in my butt. Literally. God, I hate the whip guys. How many of them are there this round? My lord! Okay, that guy with the rocket. I said I was going to take these guys down out immediately, and I've literally just straight away forgot my own rule. Hell, I'm completely forgetting Nick Fury's rule. Gunners, take them out first in a fight. How many times I remind myself of that rule, and how many times I forget? Well, it looks like we're definitely not getting the 85 combo this time around. So close as well. Look at this genius.
Phew, fumes are starting to get to me. Should get over to the office before I pass out.
Ah, we were so close. I think what we were at the north side of 60 something. Ah, so close, but no cigar. Those damn whip guys. I hate them so much. It's because I focus most of my combat in the air, and the second you go up in the air, those whip guys take you
money,
down.
No beer, but ledgers that prove they're counterfeiting, and an encrypted file too.
And you can barely use any web combats against them either. It's just all dodges and punches. And when you got other guys trying to smack you, it's just so hard to focus.
I'm done here. Sending you one last encrypted file and...
You don't have to. I already know what it's gonna say.
You do?
Hammerhead's not the only one who can get his hands on files he shouldn't have. Yuri's been disciplined lately. A lot. She's entirely focused on stopping Hammerhead and the Magia. She stopped following protocol. It doesn't look good for her.
Luckily, she's got people who have her back.
Yeah. Listen, Peter. This makes better copy than the Hammerhead fronts. I've got to pitch it.
I know you do. I know.
Okay. I owe you one for these files.
And I hope things work out for your friend.
Thanks, MJ. Me too.
But there's everything that was going on with the Sinister Six and the Devil's Breath. I suppose we never really had a chance to focus on the ins and outs of Yuri's job and what she's been up to. And maybe if all that chaos hadn't been happening and all that turmoil hadn't been going on in Peter's personal life, maybe we would have actually noticed that Watanabe's been playing a little bit fast and loose. I suppose we know, other than like her job and the stuff we know about their banter back and forth, we actually know very little about Watanabe. We had no idea of her history or the fact that she's trying to make up for her father's wrongdoings. Had we known that, maybe we would have kept a closer eye on her during this whole gang war, but I suppose everything that's happening with Hammerhead now, we're definitely going to have to be paying focus on what Watanabe's getting up to and make sure she doesn't go too far off the deep end. But with that being said and done, we have another thing we have to pay attention to, and unfortunately that thing's name is Screwball. And as the title to this mission said, Season 2, I really hope there's not going to be a Season 3 on the next piece of DLC.
And away we go! Oh, can't wait to see what thrilling action Spidey brings to the table for Season 2!
You know, I'm actually in talks with this competing subscription service, so...
Please, I basically discovered you! And if you leave, my fans will be so upset. Angry flash mobs upset. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Okay, since last time, I modified the Trojan she installed to ping her location each time I do one of her shows. Once I get enough pings, I can triangulate, find her hideout, and send her on early hiatus, straight to Rikers.
Oh, that would be the plan. That would be the plan. And yeah, it's her fans that have done horrible things, but if we can prove that she's the one that's orchestrating it, bye-bye Screwball. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Screwball challenges. I say we get through and we get these done, because I don't think Hammerhead's going to wait around too long. Things will start gearing up, and the last thing we need is this nuisance that is Screwball getting in the way when we've got all of New York to try and protect from this gang war. So let's try and get rid of as many of these in one go as we can. Okie pokey, avoid being detected by enemies and motion sensors. Web up motion sensors to temporarily disable them.
Gotta move quick and quiet. Those motion sensors look like they could be disabled with a web.
Hey, you know what I'm in the mood for? A photobomb!
Use photobomb targets to earn bonus points during Screwball challenges. Get the most points by perfectly timing your photobomb with blah 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 blah. Yeah, we know how to do them. Do a stealth takedown in the higher lighted area. Okie pokey. Let's see if we can web up that camera first. So I think if we sit on top of a motion sensor, it might just detect us. Funny how that works.
Oh, now that is a photobomb!
It looks like one of her fans was one of Hammerhead's men.
Will Spider-Man get caught? Will the hostage survive? Fans are dying to know! Ugh, persistent little bugger, aren't you?
Perfect.
On Jump Off 34 says, JSYK, I just reported you to the police. Ha 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 ha! You messed with the wrong streamer, Bob. Prepare to be doxxed. There, camera's back. Don't do it again!
Looks like the photo bomb's at the bottom, but we've got a bunch of guys.
Oh, hey, Rostapasa 757, thanks for the follow.
Literally didn't see that coming.
We've got a bunch of guys with guns that's still up top that we're going to need to take down before we can get to that photo bomb. So we're going to have to move quickly. Come on, Spidey. Come on, web zip.
Sensors are expensive! Look at Spidey go!
God, I didn't realise that guy still had danger attached to his name there.
Because now I'm really sad. Oh, don't miss the photobomb!
Yeah, unfortunately there's nobody there to actually get in the photo bomb.
Sweet dreams.
Cheater, pumpkin eater!
Right, we've got 3 guys left. Yeah, I would do that photo bomb. Unfortunately, there is no way I could even get an enemy up there. Too little too late, I'm afraid, but as long as we get the bronze, that's all I care about.
Not fair! Stop it!
So close to perfection.
Yeah, I'll take the silver, though. I didn't even think we were going to get that good.
You really think a showing like that is gonna go viral?
Sit tight. Wait for the police.
Listen up. We can't let Hammerhead continue to arm himself, and those burrowing tanks will tear apart our lockup. I'm spreading the remaining Sable gear throughout the city. Give him multiple targets. Force him to thin his men out.
Okay, what do you need from me?
Protect the transports. We'll have multiple runs in transit at once. Be ready to back up any that get into trouble.
You got it.
Once the gear's relocated, we'll focus on Hammerhead. Stay sharp. Lives are on the line.
Not liking what I hear in her voice. I gotta make time for Yuri after this. She gives me a lot of grief, but I can't let her down. Let me see if I can pick up the police comms channels.
Unimpeded. Repeat, Convoy 3, progress unimpeded.
Route appears clear ahead. No hostiles visible.
Safe House 2, ready to receive.
Okay, so far so good.
Good, good, good. It seems like things are going off without a hitch, and there's a convoy waiting for us at the police station. So we need to make our way over there. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to go around and complete all these Screwball things right now, because this is going to start picking up, and I don't want to have to go around and do Screwball challenges when there's more important things to do. So I'm going to go around and finish these all now, and then we're going to go meet Watanabe at the police station, and we can take the fight to Hammerhead and try and eliminate some of this gear that he's trying to appropriate. Yeah, but with these Screwball challenges, as I've said like a few times before, I don't really need the challenge points anymore. I don't need the challenge points, I don't need the crime points, I really don't need the points. As long as I get a bronze, as long as I get them completed, that's all that really matters. I still try and go for the best that I can, but I'm not exactly losing sleep. I'd rather pass them with a bad score than not pass them at all.
Little Miles. Why, what's up?
It's just, you know, I'm really itching to get back out there. Keep training, get working on my Spidey skills.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Things have been so...
I know. You're super busy. So I was thinking, why don't I just come with you?
Come with me? Where?
Yeah, you know, like one of your missions, or quests, or patrols, or whatever you call them. Taking down bad guys, stopping evil, you know? That stuff, the superhero stuff.
I think it's a bit too soon for that, Miles. Though I definitely appreciate the offer.
Why?
Well, it's not like the movies, you know? You can get seriously hurt. There's some pretty bad dudes on the streets right now.
Well, I gotta learn somehow.
I know. We'll get together soon, okay? I promise.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Teens make me feel ancient.
I mean, he's enthusiastic, and that's good and all, but as I said, Spider-Man, if he goes out too soon when he's not ready, he's just going to get killed, and it's one of those things. It takes time, it takes practice. What unfortunately also takes time is these Screwball missions. They're taking up too much time, too much of Spider-Man's precious time that he should be dedicated to helping police escorts get around the city.
Hey guys, it's time for another very special episode. Are you ready? Do you have snacks? You should get snacks. Thanks to that cutie little Trojan I slipped into your suit way back, you can only use 2 of your gadgets. No cheat codes!
Good thing my gadgets are so awesome.
The one good thing about these annoying Screwball missions is they do come up with some amazing combos to use with your gadgets. Oh, I did Screwball, I just don't care. And if you can hit them against the photobomb challenges, one at a time. If you can hit them against the photobomb challenges one at a time, then you actually end up earning, yikes, more photobomb points. So if you hit them all at once, you still just get the one set of points.
What's he doing?
I'm doing the same thing I've been doing this entire time, sticking you to walls. And waiting for the police to arrest you. Oh, hey, look, we've got another Brock Lesnar over here.
Show us what you got, Spidey.
I would, but I kind of need, like, an enemy to fight.
And I look good doing it.
Oh, wow. Did it by a mere 50 points.
I cannot even tell you how much this means to my revenue stream.
Yeah, I suppose that is why I do this, after all, to increase your revenue stream. Rightio, let's head up to Central Park. Then we've got one more up in Harlem, and then, what's this one? It's the Upper East Side? No, that's in Harlem. Two more in Harlem, and one in Central Park, and then we can go, and actually get down to doing the important work, you know, defending the police. Yeah, but Screwball's challenges might be annoying, and they might just get in the way. I mean, as I say, she's a much better use in this game than she ever was in the comics, but, yeah, they might be frustrating, they might be annoying, and they might get in the way of the main mission. But they do actually come up with some great uses for the gadgets. I never would have thought of using the web bomb, the concussive blast like that together, and it's the same way with the vortex matrix, or what is that one called? I always forget. Suspension matrix. So like the suspension matrix and the trip mines. Never would have thought of using them together if it wasn't for these Screwball challenges. So I guess they do have their uses.
Hey guys, things have gotten pretty bad in my comment section lately, so my amazing fans are heading out to the streets to track down all the haters.
Amazing fans, unhinged escaped inmates. Potato, potato. I better make sure nobody gets hurt.
Defeat all the enemies before the timer runs out. Wow, this one's simple. No rules, no restrictions, just beat up the bad guys.
God, this was getting so predictable. Time for a fight sequence.
It's a nice way to vent out all our frustration against Screwball by beating up her fans.
Show your support right now.
Oh, boo! The photobomb turned up when I was halfway through a finisher and it didn't count it. I call hacks. Oh! That wasn't what I was going for. I was trying to bring a guy into the photobomb area. I was trying to yank a guy over and ended up getting yanked by the big dude instead. Wait, that came out wrong.
Garnet Forever 69 says, I have no idea what's going on. Photobomb! Don't miss it.
Radio, who wants to come into the inner circle with Spidey? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Spider-Man proudly presents to you the Royal Rumble! Last one left inside the photobomb area is the winner.
Let's remix this. Hammerhead's fans can do the trick.
Now she's besties with Hammerhead?
Let's bring a Spider Bro to the party.
Look at that. A photobomb. Better get over there.
Well, dispose of this guy, and then to the photobomb area. Kind of wish I hadn't used up my finisher. Yikes! Ouch!
You missed the...
Yeah, I did. I was desperately trying to build up a finisher in time, but... Oh, now I get a finisher.
Don't miss the photobomb. Oh yeah, keep that good content coming, SM.
Yikes! Oh, look at this guy just waiting here nicely. Look, he even drove into the photobomb area for me. Thank you very much. Man, I got some serious airtime off that one. Oh, not only did I take out the whip guy, but I took him out in the photobomb area. Perfecto.
It's like every punch nets me new life. Yes! Look how many of my fans came out to support me.
So we've got another photobomb up top, and yikes, we've got a big guy waiting for us. Oh, no you don't. I say I shouldn't really speak too soon, because I'm guessing, oh yes, we do. Yikes!
Don't miss the photobomb!
Do you know what, big guy with a gun? You can just stay up there for all I like. The further you are away, the better.
We're losing guys left.
Aw, nice! Look at you making me look good.
Oh, I was gonna hope he was gonna get the pulls right on the neck breaker. Do you want some of this? Oh, right into the river. Nighty night. Oh, photo bomb with the big guy. Oh, there's a screenshot for you. That's one to write home to the family about. That's kind of the idea of the webbing.
Feeling pretty good about myself right now.
Best views are over 9,000!
Ah, there's an old one for you. Old school internet. Well, she might be a complete idiot. She might need to desperately calm down, but that is an old school internet reference, and I'm going to give it to her on that one. That one wasn't actually too bad. I mean, she didn't have enough gruff in her voice. It wasn't over 9,000. She needed it to be over 9,000. Ah. Getting all nostalgic for the old days. The old days where you could only go on the internet at 6 o'clock because that was when it was free. Nobody could phone you within that time because it was dial-up. And every time you went onto a website, you had to sit there for about 5 minutes while you waited it for it to slowly load down from the top. Why are they called the good old days again?
Friends, our streets are safer than ever before. Thanks to the tireless efforts of the swinging spectacle, Spider-Man. Oh, just kidding! Our streets are actually in more literal danger than they've ever been because it seems like someone made Hammerhead's idiot men resort to digging up roads in the middle of rush hour! It's clear that the only way crime boss Hammerhead thinks he can get people to listen to his pleas for a return to decency is by actually razing this city to the ground. And while I frankly find this sentiment admirable, just like my doctor thinks it's admirable that I've cut back on alcohol consumption, I think we can all agree that we'd much rather get home on time and alive than late and dead. Meanwhile, Spider-Man, it seems, is actively assisting the Magia during all this. Spider-Man or Spider-Mob? You decide.
Close, but it's actually option C, Spider Cop. Do you know if Jameson doesn't want to run for mayor and he wants to give up on the whole podcast thing, he could actually get a really good role in announcing a... Oh god, they sounded like explosions, not shootout. Yeah, he could actually get a job in announcing wrestling.
Tech being used in shootouts. Thanks, Hammerhead. Oh, come on, arguing in public like this really isn't classy, folks.
Problem, Spider-Man!
Yeah, I'm making it my problem. Whoa! Yeah, but Jameson could really get a job in color commentary for wrestling, the way he rolls his R's like that. He's assisting the mob. Like, he's doing a good job. Howard Finkel would be proud. Woo! Oh, yep, I really did feel that. You're not wrong. You know, you guys could have just stopped. I was helping you.
You got eyes on him?
The only thing this guy's got eyes on is the pavement. And the landscape. Nighty night.
I don't know, guys. Magia, Hammerhead, the cops aren't gonna care who you work for. Good luck with that.
If you like this video and want to see more going forwards, please consider pressing the like button. It really helps the channel to grow. If you're new here, definitely subscribe and always push that notification bell to be notified of all future videos going forward.